In this video, I'm going to explain why I joined eXp. I'm going to explain to you, if you decided to join eXp, why it's very important to pick the right sponsor who has a very powerful upline to make sure you're maximizing your resources to the fullest potential possible. I'm going to go over my story and how I got into real estate and where I am at today. I'm also going to explain all the other benefits that eXp has to offer that'll help you and your family in many different ways. So first and foremost, I want to just thank you guys for even taking the time out of your day for watching this video. It shows that you're dedicated to your business, you're passionate, you're trying to learn about other brokerages, other opportunities, you're keeping an open mindset, and that's always what you need to have in business and life and in everything. And whether eXp is for you or not, thank you again for your time. I'll make sure that I make this video as efficient and productive as possible for you guys to gain as much information as possible so you make the right decision for you and your family. So with that being said, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about me and how I got into the business because between me and you, I never really thought of being a real estate agent. It actually kind of fell in my lap. It was a blessing in disguise. So crazy story, back in 2015, June 2015, me and my wife bought a condo. We invested money in the condo and we saw that we had a potential good return. We could sell it for more money than we bought and invested in, and we could make a profit on it. And then a few months later, we got married. And with that being said, a few months in, I'm like, man, why don't I do this potentially full time? Because I was in retail at that time. I had a Sprint cell phone store in Dearborn, Michigan, Fairlane Mall. Me and my brother owned it from 2010 to 2016. So when we bought the condo 2015, I decided to go and start getting my real estate license. I ended up getting my real estate license in March 2016. I still had my cell phone store at the time, and I really didn't do much with it. I didn't flip a property. I didn't invest in properties like I thought I would, but at least I had it. I was like, you know what, it's plan B. During that time, my cell phone store was one of the best Sprint stores within our company from 2010 to about 2014. 2015, 2016, things started to go downhill, to be honest. Our expenses were high, our profits were going down, we were in a mall. The mall wasn't in the best area. A lot of outside circumstances changed the dynamics of it, and it was fine. Thank God, it was a great store. We're blessed from it, and everything was good. So with that being said, March 2016, I got licensed. In September 2016, our company that we were with at the time, our master dealer, came to us and said, hey, you know, the store is bleeding money. You guys either need to come to the table with money or you're out. And me and my brother thought very carefully of the decision, and we said, you know what, man, like, we've been here 6 years. I can't see it going up. Our expenses have always been high. I think it's time to just leave. And mind you, it was a $250,000 investment that I didn't have $250,000. My brother didn't have $2,050. We purchased the store from the profits of the store. So we put a little bit of money down, and then every month we paid it off until it was paid off about 2 years later. Then it came to a point where they're like, bring more money to the table or just leave. And we're like, you know what? Let's just leave. You know, let's just take our chances elsewhere and go from there, because we saw no hope, no vision. Things were changing dramatically, and it is what it is. At the time, it was a very stressful time. I just got married. I just bought my condo. I just found out I was having my first son, Jacob, who's going to be 4 here pretty soon. Time flies. I was very stressed out. I was like, how could all this happen? So, you know, I wasn't thinking clearly. And luckily, again, I had my real estate license at the time. But besides that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do what I do best, and that's selling phones. I was looking for other potential opportunities within the cell phone industry. So a month or 2 or 3 passed by. I didn't really find anything. November, December 2016 come around, and I said, you know what, man? I'm like, I got my real estate license, and the investment is almost nothing. If I go and buy another cell phone store, I'm going to spend $100,000, $200,000, whatever the case may be. I don't enjoy doing it. I don't see a big potential or return on doing it. I'm like, and I was sick of just investing in businesses, you know? I was like, we're always investing hundreds of thousands of dollars, me and my family, you know? And it normally didn't work out. And I was just like, okay, am I gonna go invest another 100 or two in another business and potentially fail again? I'm like, I got my real estate license. If I can just help some families buy or sell some properties every month, that would be better than what I was doing. So I did some math and I was like, okay, if I can help two families a month at $200,000 in volume apiece, that's $400,000 in volume a month. That's $12,000 that I can make. I wasn't making that at my Sprint store. And you know, and I know, to get your real estate license, it doesn't cost much. It's like $1,000 or $2,000 for the whole year to get up and running. And it was almost a no-brainer. And luckily, I was smart with my money. I saved up enough to hold myself up for 6 months. You know, I had some equity in my condo, and I said, you know what? If I don't take this leap of faith now, when am I ever going to take this leap of faith? And I was willing to risk it all. You know, I just had this, on the outside, I was like broken and sad and shattered. But on the inside, I just knew that something good was going to happen. 2016, one of the worst years of my life. So in December 2016, I decided to go full-time in real estate. I set a goal for myself of $5 million in volume divided by 12 months. It was right around 400,000 in volume. And I said 2 units a month. That was 25 transactions for the year. I'll make 150 grand. No investment. Thank God. So then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, you know, I have no idea with real estate. I had no help, no strategy, no support. I did not want to cold call. I didn't want to invest money in leads. I said, what is the best way for me to generate business? And mind you, at the time, I was no social media guru by any means. I used social media just for pleasure. I did not use it for business or ever think of using it for business. But then I said, you know what, man? It's 2017, everyone's on the internet, everyone's using social media. If I could just add value on social media somehow, some way, maybe people will get attracted towards me. You know, that's how I'm going to get business. So I just created a strategy on generating clients from social media by the posts that I was making. I started posting tips for buyers, tips for sellers. And this is when like a lot of agents weren't using social media at the time, only 3-4 years ago. Now everyone's on it, which is still fine. You're building your own brand. So started posting tips for buyers, for sellers. I started making videos. I started, you know, posting my daily activities. And I just did my best to be myself and to be real, but to let people know that you can trust me and to know that I'm going to do my best for you. And so fast forward to 2017, end of 2017, my first year in real estate, I did $5.6 million in sales, 27 transactions, and I made $161,000. So I went from 2016, the worst financial year of my life, to 2017, the best financial year of my life, which it was a blessing in disguise. And that's why I said that in the earlier in this video was, I never thought of being a real estate agent. I only got my license because I wanted to save money on commissions. And then a situation happened in my life where I did take a huge leap of faith. I put all my faith in God. I put a lot of work, energy, everything that I had into real estate, and thank God it paid off. And that was 2017. Fast forward to 2020, this past year, we did almost $18 million in sales with the same strategies that I've been using, just getting better, more enhanced, more strategic, better follow-up, using my CRM. And I know there's a lot more that I could learn and excel and grow my business. But now I'm at a point where I want to help other agents grow their business, which I don't want to bore you guys with my story anymore. That's pretty much my story. That's how I got into real estate, and that's where I'm at today. So I'm totaling over $45 million in sales over the past 4 years. 2021 is my 5th year in real estate, and we got even bigger goals this year, and I know that's all going to work out. Besides that, one of my main goals is to help agents grow their business through social media, organic strategies, free. You don't have to pay for anything. You can if you want. I recommend it. But if you don't, I didn't. And obviously it worked out. So if it can work for me, it can work for you guys. So that's a little bit about me and my story and how I got into real estate. Now I want to explain to you guys why I joined eXp. So early in my career, I was with a low cap brokerage because I was just thinking small-minded. Not saying it's bad to think that way. I'm just always, I'm a very passionate, ambitious, motivated person. I always believe in big success, financial freedom, abundance, passive income, and accomplishment, fulfillment, satisfaction. And when you're at a point in your life where you just lost your business, you just got married, your first son's on the way, you just bought a condo, you're not thinking clearly, So I'm just thinking, all right, I got to save the most money I can so I can make the most. But I've never seen anyone save their way to wealth. The wealthy always talk about reinvesting their money into assets. The wealthy is always talking about passive income, making money while you sleep. And one of my favorite quotes I want to share with you guys, I believe it was through Warren Buffett. He said, I'd rather make 1% from 100 people rather than 100% of my own efforts. And that quote stuck with me dramatically in my life, and I've been doing my best to apply it every day, because it's not about him saying I'm taking advantage of people. It's him saying, why not maximize your resources? If I can make 1% off 100 people without me having to do anything, that's 100% for me from other people's efforts. Even though I can do 100% of it on my own, I'm my only person. I can't expand. I can only grow to a certain extent. So with that being said, I'm thinking low cap, save as much money. This is the place to go. And it was a great company, don't get me wrong, at the time. And then after my first year in real estate, I said, you know what? I think it's time to go to a bigger box brokerage because they have, potentially better support, better treat, better technology. They can help me grow my business. I'm a little more comfortable paying more in a cap. So I met with multiple brokerages. I interviewed every brokerage you could think of. And I said, you know what, this brokerage, which was Keller Williams at the time. And Keller Williams, great company. Obviously, they're a powerhouse. And when I went there, I'm not talking bad about any brokerage, but in my opinion, I felt like I was overpromised and under-delivered. And at that time, I was just like, man, like I switched companies, I'm paying more money, and I don't feel like I'm getting anything in return. So then, I started looking again, started interviewing other brokerages, and they said, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this. And then now it's almost year 3. And then I came across a boutique type brokerage. One of my good friends owns it. Yep. And he said to me, come on, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And, I went there, no disrespect to him or that brokerage or whatever it was. But I went there and I just felt the same way. I was just like, this is just not what I'm looking for. I know there was something in my heart. I didn't know about eXp at the time. There was something in my heart that was saying there's more out there. There's more out there. And then I went to that brokerage, paid $26,000. And in my opinion, I got nothing. I'm not being a victim. I'm not being upset. I'm not pointing fingers. At the end of the day, I made that decision. But and it's not their fault for me not getting what I was looking for. I just know that in my journey, it was directing me to the next path. So then I stumbled upon eXp. And actually, I do take that back. I knew about eXp before I joined this brokerage. I went to a presentation and I was like, this sounds too good to be true. It's fake. It was still very fresh at the time. And I was like, I'm just going to go here because he'll help me grow my business better than they will. Then, again, I went to that boutique tag brokerage, didn't work out. And then I literally paid my cap, $26,000. I capped that month and I said, you know what? I could stay here for another 10 months and collect 100% commission, or I can go here and eXp and get that offsetted, because If I waited a year, I potentially wouldn't have got what I've received today, which I can explain to you guys in a little bit. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take another leap of faith and I'm going to go to eXp, even though I can stay here and keep 100% of my cap. I'm going to go to eXp and I'm going to take that leap of faith. So I decided to go to eXp. It was July 2019 is when I decided to go to eXp. And ever since then, I actually found my home. I've been to multiple brokerages, interviewed multiple brokerages, and I'll tell you this, eXp has changed my life, and I want it to change for you and your family's life, and I'll explain to you why. And I actually, this is the first time in my real estate career where I'm happy, I'm comfortable, I'm content, I don't plan on leaving, and I see so much potential. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, and even when I get there, I'm sure that's going to even grow and excel even more, and I'm sure the same goes for you guys. But I'm very happy with the company that I'm with, and now I'm going to explain why I'm happy with the company I'm with. Let me drink some water. I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys. I talk a lot. I'm very passionate and aggressive, and I talk fast, but that's just who I am. I can't fake, being something I'm not. This is the person that I am. So where was I? So eXp. Why did I join eXp? I joined eXp because I kept looking for a company that's going to help me grow my business. I kept looking for a company that had multiple streams of income. I kept looking for a company that had passive income. And I was looking for a company to maximize my resources. So the main reason why, well, there's about 3 or 4 top reasons why. There's probably 100 reasons why eXp is great, but the top reasons why, and these are no in particular order, but number 1 is our cap. Our cap is very fair. We're not the highest. We're not the cheapest. We're probably the market average, which is $16,000, 80-20 split. And for what they offer us, I think that's more than fair because of the opportunity they offer us. So our cap is $16,000. What I love about the company, and I'm a top producer, and I want you to be a top producer if you're not. If not, this is a no-brainer for any top producer. They have what's called a Icon program. Icon program means once you cap, meaning you do about $2.7 million in business, that'll pay your $16,000 cap, and you do 20 more deals on top of that, you are what's called an icon status now, which means you will get your whole cap back in a stock form. So the 2 years that I've been with the company, I've been an icon. I've been awarded back $16,000 each year, which means I've been with the company for $0. I paid them $16, they paid it back, and if anything, when I first joined, our stock prices were around $6. Today, it's at $111. So the $32,000 that they gave me back is probably worth $200,000, which is insane. So we got the $16,000 cap. We got the Icon program. Our company just doesn't award us, they reward us. And then we got the stocks. So stocks, there's multiple ways you can make money in stocks. Number 1 is we got our agent equity program, meaning every time you close a deal with eXp, if you want to enroll in it, you don't have to. I recommend it. It's kind of like building up a nest egg for retirement. Agent equity program. Every time you close a deal, they will take 5% of your commission, apply it towards eXp stock at a 10% discount, which means you make instant equity, and it's almost like you never feel it because it's 5%, you're getting paid big chunks of check, and you're investing it. Multiple streams. It can go up, it can go down, it can stay the same. From the looks of it, we're continuing to grow. The more our company grows, the more agents, the more sales, the more money, the higher the stocks. It's simple. It's basic math. And that's why we are growing at the pace that we're growing. So agent equity program, great program. Not only that, every year you close your first deal, they will award you, I believe it's $200. Every time you cap, they will give you $400 in stock form. Every time you bring on an agent and they close their first deal, you'll get $400. These are multiple streams. These are passive income. They can grow. It's unbelievable. And then of course you can always just buy in out of your pocket. So little fun fact, and I'm very humble. I'm definitely proud. I'm not prideful. I just want to share with you guys a quick fun fact. So I've been with eXp for a little over a year and a half now. I've been in the agent equity program ever since I started with eXp, and I've got my cap back twice. So with that being said, I probably got about $40,000 invested in eXp stock, not directly from my pocket, but from the money they gave me back in the agent equity program. And today that stock is worth over $330,000. That's life-changing, guys. $40,000. Now it's 330, potentially going to grow more. And it's actually 300. It should be 410,000. It's not, because a month ago I sold 1,700 shares at $74, which was $125. Right now I got 2,000 shares in eXp stocks, which is around 200,000, 210, somewhere around there. If I would have kept that 1,700 shares in my eXp stocks today at $111, which it was at $118 yesterday, it would have been about another 200,000. So I would have been about $410,000 in stocks by doing nothing differently. I'm selling real estate, whether I'm with company A, B, or C. I'm selling real estate. I'm a top producer. I'm getting awarded. My stocks are going up. It's literally a no-brainer. And again, I'm not here to sell. I'm here to earn. I want to earn your business. I want you to want to come to eXp. I'm not here to sell you or close you and tell you to sign the contract and just know that it's for my best interest. No, I'm explaining to you black and white my thoughts, my actual examples of eXp and what's actually happening. And I can show you all of this. So that's that. We got the cap, we got the Icon Award, we got the stocks. The main reason, I would say this is the main reason why I joined eXp, is because of the revenue share. This is such a beautiful program because it's based off of revenue and not profit, meaning it's black and white, it's simple, it's amazing. There's people in this company making hundreds of thousands, potentially $1 million a month off of revenue share by helping other agents grow their business, by helping other agents attract more agents. We're a collaborative company. We're not a competitive company, and that's what I love, and that's what I'm going to get to next here shortly, which is the upline and your resources, but revenue share. Revenue share is a beautiful program. Pretty much, eXp gives us the opportunity to be our own broker, to build an organization within an organization, and the bigger we grow it, the more they reward us, which is fair. If I bring 10 people to the company and this person brings 100 people, they should get rewarded more. But it all does come down to those agents' production. But revenue share is beautiful. It's passive income. It can grow as big as you want it. It's very simple. It's clean cut. There's multiple slides I can show you or email you, or in the videos that you've previously watched have all the breakdown of it. Pretty much for a simple example is, the more agents I attract on my first level, whether that's one person, 40, 100, 1,000, if I attract, for example, 100 agents on my front line, they labeled me as their sponsor, they can go ahead and attract agents. That would be my second line, their first line. If those agents go out and attract agents, that'll be my third line, their second line, and so forth, all the way to 7 levels deep. So you can go as wide as you want, as deep as 7 levels, and you get paid on all levels. As long as your first 40 agents are producing agents on your front line, you will get paid on all 7 lines. I can go into more depth if needed. If not, the videos will explain it. If not, I got a bunch of brochures and information to explain how that works. But this is where it's life-changing, and this is where things can get fun and where it can naturally grow. Because between me and you, I love selling real estate. I love helping families. It's so much potential. We are pretty much selling the highest product on the shelf and getting rewarded the best. We are in the best positions out there that I'm familiar with. And now they give us an opportunity to even grow. Besides our real estate sales, we can grow an agent side by helping agents grow their business. And it's a beautiful thing. It can grow exponentially, and that's what I want, because I don't want to sell real estate forever. I'll be honest with you guys. Selling real estate right now is great. It's fun. It's exciting. It's still in our building stages. But I also want to, but you take me out of the mix of selling the real estate. I don't, it's very hard to have a system in place to where you're not overseeing your day-to-day operations and everything running smoothly. The same thing goes with the agent attraction side, but this is more passively. You attract your front line, you help them grow their business, you help them grow their agent attraction, you help them retain their agents, you help them train their agents, you help them make more sales, and over time, you might have to recruit or attract. I don't like using the recruit because it sounds like sales. Attract means you wanted to come here. Recruit means like I forced you to come here. But I still, have that word in my vocabulary. What's beautiful about the agent attraction is it naturally grows. You bring on 100, the 100 bring on one person. Now you have 200. Now the other 100 that you brought on, they bring on 100. Now you got 300. And obviously your goal, depending on what your goal is, you could have 10, 20, 100 on your front line, whatever your goal is. That's so beautiful that it naturally grows. You just got to stay on top of the agents, follow up, show them that you care, continue to implement new strategies with them, help them grow their business. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. I'm looking to help other agents grow their business. That's why I'm making this video. That's why I'm on this platform. That's why I'm with eXp. Those are the top reasons why I'm with eXp. And it's a beautiful company. Obviously, there's so many other benefits to joining eXp, which I'll go through a lot of other reasons after I go through the upline. So what we'll do is I'll go ahead and talk about the upline. I'll talk about the other benefits of eXp, and then I'll let you guys go. So I'm almost done here. I know I took more time than I thought I was going to take, but you know what? It's good, valuable information, and if you can invest a half hour of your time to learn about opportunities, you're doing the right thing. Whether you make the decision or not, it's still good to know. The more you learn, the more you earn. So upline. So why is it very important to pick the right sponsor? So when you pick the right sponsor, you can't ever change that again. So unless you leave the company and stay out for 6 months or a year, I believe, and then come back and pick another sponsor, but who wants to do all that? So once you pick your sponsor, you can't change. Why is it very important who you pick as the right sponsor? Because your sponsor is the one who's going to do their best to help you grow their business. How do you choose your sponsor? You want to go after someone who's successful in the business. In my opinion, that's how I chose my sponsor, and I was actually strategic with when I chose my sponsor, but I'll explain that. So obviously with me, I've been in the business for 4 years, going on my 5th year. I've built my business strictly from social media organic strategies. I've sold over $45 million in real estate. I can help you do the same. It's free. It's easy. It's social media. It's where everyone's at. The proof is in the pudding. I've sold 18 million last year. I've sold 13.6 million in 2019. I sold 8 million in 2018. I sold 5.6 million in 2017. This year, my goal is $30 million. Who do you want to learn from? Who do you want in your circle? Who do you want to be supported by? Who do you want to gain knowledge from and be around and collaborate with? That's what I could do for you. I can help you grow your business. And besides me, upline is huge. I do have the strongest upline in eXp, and I can show you because it's on paper, published through eXp. They send out a top 200 agent attraction leaderboard, and I think out of my 6 people above me it would be 6 for you, 7 for me. They're all, I think 6 of them are in the top 10 out of 42,000 agents. Top 10, my upline. My goal is to be there. My goal for you is for you to be there. My goal for you and the person you bring on to be there, because the better you do, the better I do, the better they do, the more we all help each other. It's awesome. So you got a potential $45 million producer. My goal for this year is 30 million. I'm going to hit that with the strategies that I've built, with leveraging, with delegating, with team, with help, with support. Above me, my sponsor, Randy Gammo. Just for you guys to know, Randy was my realtor when I bought my condo. So Randy's not only just a realtor, he's a friend, and now he's a business partner. Randy sells close to $100 million in real estate. He closes close to $100 million in mortgages. He owns 2 businesses. Randy's built his business from scratch. He's been in the industry for almost 20 years. He's someone you can call your business partner, utilize your resources properly, and learn from and surround yourself with. So that's Randy. Randy's sponsor is Kurt Shewell. He runs the Mark Z team, which is one of the top 10 teams in the country. I think they're the #1 team in Michigan. Great guy, great friend, always willing to help. He used to be in the retail side of business. He sold, I believe, over 4,000 homes in his career. He was with a new construction. Someone who definitely knows a thing or two about selling a home and operating a top 10 team in the country. There's millions of teams. I don't think millions, but probably thousands. Someone you want to learn from. His sponsor, Mark Z. Mark Z has been in the industry for almost 20 years, built his business from scratch, from cold calling, expireds, for sale by owners, circle prospecting, which you guys will get their scripts and objections. And we have calls every day, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. that you'll have access to. And then above him, we have a Monstrous Group. I can go out into more detail. I just don't want to overwhelm you guys. But again, you'll have me, you'll have Randy, you'll have Kurt, you'll have Mark Z, Curtis Johnson, who's a $100 million producer out in Arizona, Dan Beer, who's almost a $300 million producer out in California, San Diego. I believe I get them mixed up sometimes, but I just know they're all my partners. Above him, I believe, is Chuck Fazio. If you guys don't know Chuck Fazio, research him. He only built the biggest independent brokerage in the nation with, I believe, right around 900 agents. And it was valued at $15 million. Why did he switch to eXp? I can get you on the phone with him and you can ask. He will be your business partner. And then above them, we got Jay Kinder, Michael Reese, Albie Stakesy. I think I say his name wrong sometimes. It's hard to remember all these names, but they're all my business partners, all my friends. They have so much value that they provide to their whole downline and organization. They help everybody. And they can be called your business partners if you decide to choose eXp as your brokerage. So with that being said, if there was anything I didn't answer for you guys or any questions that you want to ask, please feel free to reach out to me directly through this video. Other than that, thank you for your time. I know I threw a lot at you. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to helping you and your family grow your guys' business. I look forward to helping you have multiple streams of income, to passive income, and let's all win together because it's possible. Thank you and have a great day.